So hi, I just did a live stream a few moments before, and it became a fail because there was a creature which have lived as a human being before and which destroyed the option for my mom to communicate. And the creature is here and is canalizing the wind. That's correct, right? So you could see that wheel here turning. Okay, that's also a measurement machine for the wind. I don't know. Make that transparent with the live camera. This is the live camera. The other camera is capturing the same moment for later. It's going to be uploaded on my Facebook account later. Okay, I wanted to communicate with my mom before, and you, the creature which is canalizing the wind, now did disturb her, so she was unable to communicate. Is that correct? And you can see that the wind is clearly triggered and strong. And to this creature, first of all, my mom and me, we wanted to produce a video because of Corona. And because of my mom communicated she can heal the coronavirus. And we're talking about the illness, nothing else. And you think you have something important to say compared to that? Yes or no? It's becoming quiet, so you do not have to say something important compared to that. Is that correct? Is that correct? Compared to how many people suffer from that illness and all so on, you do not have to say anything important. There's no reason for that. You just fucked up the other video. You can see that the wind is triggered if you watch the video. To the creator, can you trigger the wind clearly one time? See? It's getting triggered clearly. First of all, this creature did piss me off just a few seconds ago. I do know which creature I'm speaking to as far as I know, right? You're a creature which have lived as a woman before. You're going on my nerves since a while. And it's not my mom, yeah. And you can see that the wind is canalized clearly. And I want to make clear, and that's why I'm going to post that video here. I want to make clear that people understand I'm a human who's trying to help other humans. I'm able to communicate with a lot of creatures which have lived as human beings before. Nice creatures, like some of my own ancestors, and not so nice creatures. And this creature here, which did disturb the situation and destroy a situation where my mom was trying to communicate, is, in my eyes and in my opinion, totally fucked up and stupid. I know her, but she's behaving brutal towards me regarding my human body, and she's behaving totally antisocial, ignorant, and totally fucked up towards others. Is that not the simple fact about you? Yes or no? Make it more clear. Trigger the wind, please, clearly. So you see now that the wind is triggered clearly, and you can see much more movement in this tree. Especially in the area over here where this machine is standing, so I'm gonna put that a little bit away now for a moment so that you can watch the tree better. The live stream video ended. That's sad because I'm informing about universal communication, but I'm financially broke, so I cannot afford a better internet quality, a better speed level, and the equipment is sometimes bad. So you could see the clear reactions here, and the live video started again, so I'm gonna speak into the live camera. Everything is filmed with another camera as well, and they're gonna be uploaded later on my Facebook account. So what you have not seen because the live stream broke down, you will see later in the other camera view if you watch my Facebook account, which is Niall Power Seeker. So what you see here is communication with creatures which have lived as human beings before, and the situation was I wanted to produce a live stream with my mom before, and my mom got disturbed by that, so she was unable to communicate well, and the topic was important. It was regarding healing patients which do have the coronavirus and which maybe die from that. And then the creature I'm communicating with now decided to destroy the other live video for nothing important, as she did communicate to me here, which was captured on the one camera and in the live camera in parts. So the live video stopped when I asked you, you can agree that you just disturbed my mom by communicating for no real important reason. And you can see that the wind level is triggered clearly again and very strong. That's why you can see more movement in this place. Okay? So I want people to understand, yes, I can communicate with a lot of creatures which have lived as human beings before. Me, Knight Sebastian Powersieger. And I'm willing to help people to understand creatures better which have lived as human beings before. The nice ones of them, where I think it makes sense if people would cooperate with them. This creature do not belong to them. But I want to make clear that I get disturbed often if I try to help. If I try to help you to understand, to communicate maybe with your own ancestors in the future, creatures like the one creature which is triggering the wind now, just behave stupid and destroy the situations very often. For no reasons. Just because they are stupid, that's my opinion. And it's very sad, because a lot of people wanted to produce the other video regarding coronavirus. A lot of people do suffer from that. Look what's happening now. You as a creator, you are able to fly around, right? Everywhere on planet Earth. You can visit hospitals, for example, and can see people suffering from the coronavirus. Is that correct? If that's correct, please trigger the wind. Is that potentially correct? I'm not saying that she's doing that. I'm asking if that's potentially correct. Trigger the wind in the crown a little bit, please, so that the people can understand that as well. And I mean the crown of the tree. So is it correct? Then please start to send another wind wave. Now the tree is more quiet. Please start to send another wind wave if you can agree to that. That you potentially could visit now in a few seconds, for example. You could fly to a hospital and you could connect in symbiosis to human bodies and analyze the patients. And you could see and analyze and feel their suffering. Trigger the wind if that's correct, please, clearly. She's gonna trigger the wind now clearly because she wants to agree. And that's what you can see if you watch the movement of this tree closely. Can you trigger the wind in the crown one time clearly? Yeah. You as a creature now, you as in a fucked up position, right? Because you acted so ignorant. And I'm just confronting you now with the situation that the fact is you do that. You act like you would be something great on the suffering of others, the corona patients, because you're wasting my lifetime, and then I cannot help with other creatures which have lived as human beings before, which would like to help the human species to heal illnesses. And the people can see the strong reaction in this tree, right? You could see there was a wind wave produced. Can you please use the crown also? And please do not wonder, my voice is really angry in this video because I am. I have to deal with that creature which have lived as a woman before very often. And she is destroying good situations where I could inform about universal communication very often. And that's why I'm so angry. It's very easy. Can you agree to the fact that I just spoke out, that you often try to destroy situations where I'm trying to inform the public about universal communication and about the fact that ancestors could heal humans if they suffer from illnesses? And the people, if you watch the tree, she will produce even another wind wave. You could see that the wind was triggered, but she's now producing even more wind so that the tree keeps going with the shaking effect. Okay, so you have to learn to watch the tree closely to understand the creatures I'm communicating with. So my opinion to you is that you act totally stupid and totally fucked up towards me, but also towards all the people which are interested in that topic, ancestors communication. And especially if I want to produce video material with other creatures about corona, where they want to communicate with professionals to find a solution how they maybe can help better in the future. You also act towards fucked up towards them, towards the creator which want to communicate, and towards all the people which are suffering from that illness type, in that case corona. You agree to that? So if I would tell you now, please fly to a hospital and analyze these patients, you would not do so because you do not care, or what? You would not do so because you wouldn't be strong enough, is it that? Like you wouldn't like to deal with their suffering? Is that correct? Trigger the wind clearly that the people can see that, if that's correct. Because this creature, which is controlling the natural environment, would be able to do so. She could fly to hospitals where humans are suffering. She could analyze their human body. But you wouldn't do that because you wouldn't like to suffer with them, right? And you can see the strong reaction. Even there was the yes already coming in, and then I requested that, and she did send a strong yes also over here by triggering the wind to a higher wind level and canalizing that. Yeah, that's totally fucked up. You're an antisocial creature in my eyes, and totally weak. You're antisocial and fucked up, and you let others suffer, and you know the solution. You know the solution for them, right? That they don't have to suffer, but you don't give a fuck about that. That people do understand that if you do not know much about creatures which have lived as human beings before. Some of them behave nice. Some of them behave very brutal towards living humans. Some of them torture humans. Some of them kill humans even, in a way that humans often cannot analyze, understand, and see that. The creator I'm communicating with is agreeing to what I spoke out in general by triggering the wind, and she used even a higher wind level when I spoke out. Okay, and she's shaking the tree now clearly also for you. So if you are a human who's unable to communicate with creatures which have lived as humans before, or with your ancestors, do not, you can have the idea that all of them would be perfect, nice, and lovable, but that's bullshit. My lifetime experience as somebody who is able to communicate with them is sadly different. Sadly. But there are some nice creatures also in this universe, so not everything is sad. But the situation I came into with the other live video was totally fucked up, and that did happen very often in my life, also in the past years when I was trying to produce documentations, and that they lead to a situation where I had to communicate all these fails and had to make the reasons clear. And now you could see communication where such problem came up, just because I wanted to make that transparent, and that creature did communicate about the bullshit she produced. What she did produce is a situation where I'm now spending my hour here talking about that bullshit instead of being able to communicate with my mom about the coronavirus, because I had to make that point clear to you. But because I produced the other documentations as well, where doctors are invited, they also should understand that even if my mom wants to cooperate, want to communicate with you, that means she will try everything. But that means also there can be situations which will lead to a fail, maybe 20% or so. Okay, so there's a fail percentage in universal communication, and what you have seen in this video is one of the reasons, because other creatures which have lived as human beings before can destroy situations where creatures which have lived as human beings before also want to communicate. So a ghost is destroying a situation for a ghost and a human. That's how you could see that. Okay, I'm gonna upload the live video, gonna be online anyway. Hello to everybody, to Michael. And here's the other camera. I'm gonna upload that video material later on my Facebook account, Niall Powersieger. And I'm gonna try to produce another video, also a live stream soon, with my mom speaking about the corona. Now I have to ask a question because I'm dealing with this creature. So you will stay out of the way for my mom? Will she be able to communicate with me when I try again? Yes or no? Make it clear. Yes or no? That's a yes, okay? Because you are triggering the wind in this area. Can you make it more clear? Okay, and hopefully you do not lie this time, because I'm dealing here with a ghost, a creature which have lived as human, which can control the natural environment. But they are also lying sometimes. I know this creature, and she's attacking me sometimes. She's destroying situations where I'm trying to help others, and so on. And so I know she's capable of lying. I will try to produce a video with my mom very soon. And I'm gonna upload the videos from the other camera. I'm gonna try to do that in between. Thank you very much for watching. You're Niall Sebastian Power-Sieger. And the other video you will find on my timeline, Niall Power-Sieger, as documentations about universal communication. I also have the website ciembassy.com. CI like Central Intelligence, but only CI, embassy like the embassy.com. Thank you very much for watching. You're Niall.